Hi, I'm the Deuteron Doctor. I wanted to talk about something today, mainly regarding Lifeweaver and his place in Overwatch. It's something that I've been thinking about for a little while, and I really got the push to make this video, not only because of the fact that I need to make videos, but also because I had watched a video explaining what a flex support and main support is. Now, I already know the difference between a flex support and main support. It's just based off meta patterns. But there is something that there is a distinction between a main support and a flex support that I would like to explain. And I don't think anyone has really noticed it. So, what that is most games in Overwatch, high level Overwatch. What does the main support usually do? Well, you got to think of the support lineups. Usually flex support is everyone except for Brig and Lucio and maybe Lifeweaver. Sometimes it's Mercy, but Mercy doesn't really count, and you'll see what I'm getting into a little bit later. But flex supports are everyone but those, except for Mercy. Mercy is a flex support as well, and I have noticed the difference between them, and I don't think anyone else has really figured it out. Or if they have, it's just nobody said it. The difference is between a main support and a flex support. Now, I don't mean just meta patterns, because this is both meta patterns and in general. But the difference is a main support helps the team and the other support player at the same time. What do you mean by this? Let you explain, whatever. I'll explain it. What I mean is, think of Ana when she plays. She is healing one person at a time. She can bounce back between each other. She can even nade people and what have you. But she can only help one person at a time, and usually that is helping the team. And you're never really focusing on the other support as an Ana unless you're both getting dove. So she doesn't really count as a main support. Then you think of Bap. Sure, his immortality field can be used to help the other support, but are you really going to be playing Bap like that when your other support should just be positioning better? No, you're not going to be helping the other support. You're going to be using that immortality field for a much better purpose, which is keeping the tank or the DPS alive, because your other support should be responsible for their own positioning. And if the DPS and tanks want to make a risky play and use that immortality field for a reason, they can't do that if you are using it for your support. Plus, you have to take your time just to put down that immortality field. So it makes it a lot harder to do it at the same time. Now, Brig. Let's look at Brig. What does Brig do? There's two ways of playing her. You could play her kind of like a frontline poke, kind of. But generally, you want to play Brig with an Ana, especially if you're in dive. Well, what does Brig do while she's playing with an Ana? Well, she protects the Ana, and she procs Inspire when she gets the chance. And what does Inspire do? What does that one crucial detail that Inspire does, and I know a lot of people don't really know what Inspire does, but the one crucial detail is Inspire heals the entire team in like a huge radius. I have no clue what exact radius it is, but it's a huge radius, and that radius is activated every time at Brig's position. If Brig moves, the radius doesn't move though. So it happens the frame she activates it, and then it stays there for 3 seconds. But that pockets the entire team. I know a lot of people don't realize that, but that is a very powerful healing tool. Now, is it a lot of healing a second? No. But it's, I'm pretty sure, more than a Zen orb even. And that much healing on everyone on the team is pretty powerful. So that's what Brig does. She helps the Ana, and she gives Inspire to her team. Well, what does Lucio do? Lucio can speed and heal the team all at once. And what I've seen a lot of Lucios do, especially in high-level play, if the Ana's getting dove, is he'll go around and speed her out. So Lucio kind of does the same thing as Brig. Lucio helps his team at the same time as helping his other support. Most supports, I mean, Zen on screen right now, he can only help one person at a time. He's helping his team, sure, but he's not helping the other support. Almost never is he going to put that orb on the other support. Iari is going to help her team with Pylon, but is never going to be focusing on the other support. She's going to focus on DPS. That is the big difference between a main support and a flex support. A flex support will just focus on the team. A main support will focus on the team and the other support. Now that brings me to Lifeweaver, which you see on screen right now. Lifeweaver is designed to be a main support, but he is not, at least right now, as he is. What does Lifeweaver do? He has a pedal that can help his team get to high ground, so he has utility. He has high healing output for his team, and he has a pull. Now, obviously, Lifeweaver can't help his entire team all at once. He can only help one teammate at a time. So, what is the problem with Lifeweaver's design to where he cannot actually do his job as a main support? Well, the difference is he doesn't have an AoE. I'm genuinely serious. That is it. Because if Lifeweaver had an AoE heal, other than Tree, obviously, he would be able to help his team and use his focused heals on the other support. And he would be able to use Life Grip to pocket the other support. And that would make him a perfectly viable main support, even in high play. But the problem is he lacks the ability to help his main support. It is either you help the other support, or it's either you help the other support or you help the team. There's nothing in between it. Because if your tank goes in and they're in trouble, and yes, Life Grip is useful to keeping them alive, but you can't pocket the other support if you waste Life Grip. It's on such a long cooldown. if you're trying to play Lifeweaver in a main support style like it's designed to be, but if you play Lifeweaver like it's designed to be, you don't actually get a lot done because you need to help the team at the same time as helping the support to be a successful main support. Now, if we added a small like cooldown AoE healing thing to Lifeweaver, he would be fine. He would not. He still wouldn't be as great as Brig or Lucio, but he would definitely be good enough to play in a competitive standpoint. And I don't think anyone has really realized that Lifeweaver, while he is a main support and he's designed to be one, he isn't one. I think really all he needs is that burst, like, kind of AoE capability. If he had that, what else would there be? There wouldn't be any. He would be able to help his team with that AoE burst, and he would be able to help his other support with his heals and his life grip. Now, obviously, it could be like a life bush instead of like a tree, like on a cooldown. To where like it's probably the same range as a tree of life in terms of the ring on the ground for range. But it could be different for healing output. And that would be fine. That would honestly be okay. Because that would not only give him a niche that Lucio and Brig don't have, but that would enable him to help his team. And what I mean is Lucio has consistent heals in a area. Brig has consistent heals in an area. Lucio can up his rate, but he can't burst heal. Lifeweaver can't. So depending on what you need in a comp, if he had this potential burst area healing, he would be able to use that niche that, Brig and Lucio can't really supply. So let's say you're taking really high bursts of damage and bursts, not all consistent. Well, Lifeweaver would be a much better option than Lucio or Brig in that scenario because they just straight up would not be able to out-heal the burst. He could have that burst, and boom, you would have a lot more survivability in those types of situations. I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't think of that because honestly, that would have been an amazing ability. Having a burst heal on a cooldown so that he's a full main support and he can actually help his team and the other support simultaneously. I think that's a great idea. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about, and that's all I really wanted to say. I know it's a short video, but I just wanted to mention it because it's been on my mind for a little bit. Anyways, my name's the Duron Doctor, and I'll see you later. Bye.